St Mary's, 3 o'clock kickoff. How are you looking at this game? I mean, you got to be confident going into this one.
One sec. Actually, just as you say, just as we'll talk about
pause
this,
on the match preview.
Just one sec. Jonathan, as we were talking about Lo Celso, Jonathan just tweeted out saying Giovanni Lo Celso missed yesterday's win over Palace after he picked up an injury in the warm down after West Ham.
How can you pick up an injury in a warm down for a game you didn't even play?
That's not good, is it? Because he picked up another injury means it's going to take him a bit of time to go over it again, as he was just getting back from another injury. So
Gio Anderton strikes again.
I think the presser must have come out because they're all talking about it now. Anyway, once it comes out, we'll give it to you. Southampton preview.
Right, let's bring it up again. So, Southampton preview at St Mary's tomorrow. I mean, you got to be confident for going into it tomorrow, surely.
Yeah, I think especially first of all we've got a good record against Southampton. I think we've played against. I remember we played against them. I remember it was Boxing Day maybe a few years ago. We beat them 4-1 at St Mary's. That was under Poch. That was a good day. But I think we've got a good record against them. I think the way they play is going to be perfect to how we play to combat that. In terms of they're so open all the time. They're such a hard-working, pressing team who are very intense, and they like to play 4-2-4, don't they? They like to be really attacking, but they leave so many gaps going the other way. So definitely, that's a good thing in our point of view. They had a very hard-fought, grueling fixture against West Ham in which they just scraped it 3-2, but fair play. Look, really good win for them, and that shows that they're no mugs and they can get good results. I actually think they're a decent team. Look, I know they're very open and like they're near the bottom, but they've had decent results this season. They've given good teams good goes. They drew away at City, they drew to United, they beat West Ham yesterday, so like they can get a result. But I just think first of all they got a really paper thin squad. When they got their first 11 there, they can be a little bit better, but once now 2 games in 2 days, especially how they play, which is really physically taxing, and the fact that we can make a few changes potentially and bring some players in and freshen things up, whereas their squad isn't as strong. You got to be confident of getting a result, but that's not to say the only way. One way I can see us not getting a result is if we have a slow start and Southampton have their tails up, because they like to use a lot of energy very early on. They get very tired come later on in the game. So, but if they get a 1-0 lead or something, or a 2-0 lead, and we're off it in the first half, we could give ourselves too much to do in the second half when they get tired. Yeah. They can be dangerous, Southampton. They can be.
I think that if they go 1-0 up early, it's actually not the biggest problem, because as you say, they do tire quite quickly in games, and especially with this taxing fixture list, I expect that the second half will be the time where we earn our money.
You just don't want to give yourselves too much to do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You don't want to go 1-0 down, but I don't think it would be the absolute end of the world.
No, it wouldn't. But it's how many times you've seen you concede the first goal and then you spend so much energy trying to get back in the game, and you get one goal, but you don't haven't given yourself time to get the second goal. That stuff can happen. So you just got to make sure that we turn up to the game proper. Don't even in the early. We have to weather that storm that you usually give early in the game. You saw it even against Arsenal. They got battered 3-0 by Arsenal, but in the first 20 minutes, it was all Southampton, and they could have got 1 or 2 goals. But Arsenal weathered the storm. Once they did, it was easy, and that's what we got to do. Basically against them. Especially, it's even more so in these circumstances where they're playing 2 games in 2 days. Even more so now that's they're going to get really tired. They're going to get really tired
yesterday because they kept getting pegged back by West Ham and kept taking the lead in the latter stages of the game as well. So I think they're going to be really tired coming into this.
Yeah, I think so as well. But that's the thing. I think in the early stages, the tiredness, you're not going to be feeling it straight away.
Yeah,
but once
it'll take to the second half at least.
Probably, but I think that's when we should punish them, and I'm definitely backing us for the win tomorrow. And if we do get that, we'll be 3 points off top 4 with 2 games in hand, and the table looks really good at that. When all of a sudden,
looking good right now.
Yeah, it's looking okay, but still 6. I know 3 games in hand, but still 6 points off top 4. It's a bit too far away.
I know.
My liking.
3 games in hand.
It is, but we need to win those games.
And Arsenal got Man City next. Don't forget.
I know, but we still need to win those games. So, once it starts looking like 3 points behind, it's like, okay, we're really getting there. a point ahead of West Ham with 2 games in hand. Now that looks tasty.
Yeah,
So
I mean, West Ham, everyone's been giving them so much credit this season, and nobody's given Spurs any credit whatsoever, and we're above them with 2 games in hand.
that's because it's all changed. We didn't deserve a lot of credit under Nuno, but now it's all changed, hasn't it? And all of a sudden, Tottenham are looking a serious outfit again, which is really crucial. But in terms of Southampton, let me see if there's any injuries they picked up yesterday. But they've had what's his name, Adam Armstrong. He's been out for a bit now, hasn't he? Broja's been playing really well. Shea Adams, for some reason, they haven't been playing that much. I don't know why.
He just came into form as well.
Yeah, he's in and out of the team. I'm trying to get what their lineup was. I'm trying to get a sense of what kind of team they're going to be playing versus us. But I just know that the Southampton team the squad isn't that strong, that either they rotate and they're putting significantly weaker players on, or they don't rotate and the players are going to get very, very
I've
tired.
got it here. They've got 4 injuries. McCarthy's out. Jack Stevens, Nathan Teller, and some kids. I think that is Linkanko, Silveria.
Oh, so Armstrong actually came on yesterday, and Adam. Oh, they both came on. That's actually not good for us. It means they're probably both going to start tomorrow.
Yeah, probably. And they've only got these 3 players out: McCarthy, Stephen, and Teller.
But yeah, McCarthy out, which is good. It means Fraser Forster's coming in, and he's been rubbish for a while now.
Has he not been good?
He's
No?
not been very good. Look, that's actually quite bad news when it comes to their strikers, because it means with them coming on, coming off the bench,
spend that much energy.
Yeah, that's actually not good. That means they're going to definitely start. They're going to be a much bigger threat on Tuesday. But from that point of view, it's not good. But like they've also got like Walker Peters, Livramento.
Livramento, I've been very impressed with this.
2 fullbacks been really strong. They're very crucial to how they play.
One on loan from Chelsea, isn't he?
I think they bought him. One of them, Broja and Livramento, both from Chelsea. One they bought, one's a loan.
Right.
I think Livramento, they bought and Broja's on loan, I think. Obviously, Ward-Prowse, brilliant centre midfielder. We have to watch out giving away stupid set pieces.
That's for sure.
Because he could lethal from that. But other than that, they got Redmond, Walcott have been off form for a while. And their squad, if they bring players in, for the players who didn't start, their bench against West Ham: Long, Adam Armstrong, Shea Adams, Peru, Armstrong, Diallo, Jan Valery. Like these players, no, I'm not like too worried about any of them coming in to the first team.
Yeah,
so,
and also someone makes a good point in the comments here is Danny Ings always gives us a torrid time whenever we play Southampton, and he's not going to be there, obviously, so that's obviously a plus for us. But when you're looking at the kind of past games between Spurs and Southampton, when you look at it, I'll bring it up on screen now. I mean, the last 4 games has been a host of goals. I mean, look at that: 2-1, 5-2, 3-2, 1-1.
That's what I mean. They're so open.
Can you see that kind of game happening again tomorrow?
See us getting 5. I don't see. I think the way we're playing, we're being we're so defensively solid. The only thing I'm worried about, to be honest, actually, is a fair worry, is the wing backs, because Emerson played 90 minutes, Reguilon played 90 minutes, Session probably still out, so he can't play.
It's a weird one with Session, because I saw him in the training videos and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe he's back. I don't know. Maybe he said 10 days. Maybe he came back quicker. That would be good if he came back quicker. But if he
it might come just a bit too soon.
We're assuming they're both out. That means going to have to play Doherty and Reguilon, a tired Reguilon, and Doherty on Tuesday. And Southampton's one of their biggest threats are how they use the wings, because they like to play 4-2-4. So they like to overload those wings with the fullback and the winger. They like to overload those positions.
Yeah.
So, is Doherty going to be able to be as much of a threat as Emerson was, and is Reguilon going to be able to keep up for 90 minutes, having played 90 minutes last week? That's what I'm most worried about, because Livramento and Walker Peters can be a big threat, plus they're 2 wingers. So that's one definitely point I can see us struggling. But other than that, I'm not worried about centre-backs. I'm not worried about central midfielders, because we've got cover there. And centre-backs, you don't need cover. They can play again. And forward players, we got cover there. We can either bring on Bergwijn, or we can go... Even if we played the same front three. Kane had some rest, didn't he? So I'm not worried about that. But there are avenues where Southampton could get joy if we're not careful, and I think definitely wing back. I don't know what we can do about the wing back situation. Do you play Emerson again, and just play him now 90 minutes, 2-2-2, or do you bring in Doherty?
When's our next game after this? How many days rest?
Watford on the Sunday.
How many days rest is that, though?
Quite a bit.
It's a Tuesday. Yeah, you've got a fair amount of rest there, so I think you play Emerson, you start Emerson, and if he begins to turn, you bring on a Doherty.
But then you got because are you starting Reguilon as well with the view of taking him off because he's does he have another 90 minutes in him?
I think he does. I know it's a big ask to play 2 games in as like you say, as much as the fullback positions are taxing. I don't really think we've got a choice.
That's what I'm worried about. That's why I'm worried we don't have a choice. Like, and that to that element, it's like there's not much we can do, even if they are tiring. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, but it could be a situation where just Conte has a plan for it. Like we conserved a lot of energy in the last game. Maybe because he conserved so much energy, then maybe it won't be too much of a problem. I know Reguilon and Emerson both did kind of expend quite a lot of energy, but maybe not as much as they would have done in a normal game.
Yeah, I hope so. I don't know if that's true, but I hope that they're able to play at their best. But that's the only thing I'm worried about, really.
And the ways that we can hurt them. I mean, it's just
the
fullbacks, the wing backs.
Especially they like to play 4 at the back. They like to play 4 at the top. They like to play 4 at the back. They play actually 4-3-3 against West Ham, interestingly, which they don't usually. So they changed it up a bit. But definitely the back line is so slow, and any pace can definitely get the better of them. The wing backs, as much as they're good going forward, but defensively not the best. And definitely I can see them getting overawed if our fullbacks are playing well, especially early doors potentially. Definitely see them, especially because their wingers, Redmond, Walcott, not known for their tracking back and their ability.
Been starting like every game?
Not every game, but he started yesterday.
I hope he starts tomorrow.
I definitely hope he starts tomorrow. So they're a massive, and also in the middle, I know they got Ward-Prowse there, but I think definitely I'd back Skip and Højbjerg to be dominating.
Skip and Højbjerg.
Or whoever, even if it's Winks, even if it's 3. I'll back them to win the midfield battle because I don't think Ward-Prowse could do it all by himself, and I don't think the other players are that great. So and Southampton, they are an attacking team. They don't really care who they play against. They like to be on the front foot. They like to attack, and that will play into our hands. They're going to leave a lot of space. They will leave a lot of space going the other way, and that is definitely where we'll get avenues. There'll be openings for us as long as we don't give them an opportunity to shut up shop. There'll be openings for us, 100%.
All right, what score prediction are you going for?
I am going to go for 4-1.
4-1 you're going for? You're going for a big one?
I just think Southampton are going to be tired. I think they're going to be open. They usually only know one way of playing, and it does get them wins, but also gets them a few hammerings sometimes. And I feel like they're going to come into this game trying to attack us, and that they're going to leave the door open way too much, and I think we're going to hurt them.
I'm going 4-1. I think I'm going to go for another 3-0. I think we're going to keep it tight at the back. We're going to weather the storm at the beginning I think Southampton will come out of the blocks quite fast. I think we'll weather storm for the first 10-15 minutes, and then I think it's going to be total domination like it was yesterday, to be honest. So I'm going for another 3-0. I'm going for Harry Kane to get on the score sheet again, and I'm going for Lucas Moura to get on the score sheet again. Probably Harry Kane double. So that is my prediction. Sim's going 4-1. I'm going 3-0. Let me know your score predictions in the comments section.